Hey, welcome. So we are going to play with chair and twisted chair. There's a couple options and variations that I want you guys to be aware of so you can bring whatever one's best for you in your practice. So a lot of times you'll see big toe mounts touch, heels open up, hips sink back, knees are bent. I personally prefer for my heels to be under my hips as I sink back. I don't like my toes to touch. It doesn't feel good for me specifically, but it might feel good for you. Do what's right for you. Arms lift up. Options here are if the arms are tired, you can interlace them back behind you. So that way you're getting a little bit of a shoulder stretch. If you need to, even place your hands onto your thighs, relax a little bit. Engagement is the same whether the toes are touching or whether they're not. Thighs internally wrap, knees are pressing towards the pinky edges of the feet. If the thighs and the knees are starting to bow in, you can bring a block between the legs here and really squeeze the block so you can understand that thigh engagement. Tailbone is also another one of those things that is kind of what is right for your lower back. Sometimes you'll hear people say tuck the tailbone in. That doesn't feel good for me specifically. I lift slightly to be able to push my hips back, but you still want the tailbone sinking down. It's still a spine lengthening pose, so you're lengthening from the crown of your head to the tip of your tailbone. Find the one that's right for you, but what I'd like for you to actually try is to come to a wall. So my heels are going to step a little further away. I can't tell you exactly how many inches because my height and your height are different, so there's no right or wrong here. But I am bending the knees, internal wrapping of the thighs. Knees are pressing towards the pinky edges of the feet. The base of my hips are pressing here against the wall. My arms are lifting. My shoulders are touching. My head's not. That's perfectly fine. Arms are lifting. So this really helps you to understand the engagement and also the congruency of the hips in this pose. So just sit here, enjoy. Sit here as long as you like, whatever. Now, twisted chair is one of the things that as teachers we see and we're like, oftentimes you'll see people hinging, their spine is rounded, they're trying to twist, they're trying to get that opposite elbow to that opposite knee. Knee is bowing in, hands are here. This knee is bowing out more than that knee. We're sinking and dumping into the same side hip that we're twisting towards. So let's go ahead and correct that. You have a couple of options. Some people are able to go really deep into that twist. So sitting the hips back, elongating through the spine, hinging forward, but still lowering the hips at the same time, twisting from elongated spine, elbow connects to the opposite knee, crown and tailbone are still lengthening even though the spine is twisting, and I'm pulling that opposite knee back here. So that way we can try to keep the hips in congruency and even parallel. For some, especially people that have like slip discs, extreme twists like that does not feel good for them. So what you can do, instead of elongating and twisting so deeply, taking that forearm, placing it onto the thighs, and I find whenever you do this, it really helps you to keep the knees in line already. I like to take that arm and then just place it onto the sacrum. So again, I'm still elongating from the tip of the tailbone from the crown. I'll sit back so you guys can see here. Nice long spine, knees are in line. I'm even getting a little mild shoulder stretch here, which I don't know about you, I can always use a shoulder stretch here. So let's take it back to the wall. Sit those hips back, so nice little wall sit. Hinge forward. We're going to do both of them. Hands come to prayer. Begin to twist from that elongated spine. You can let that opposite elbow and opposite knee connect. Let the hips sink back even lower. Pull the other knee back, and with the wall behind me, it really helps for me to understand that. Same option. So hinge forward. Forearm places onto the thigh, other hand goes onto the hips or the sacrum. And what I really like about the hand on the sacrum, it really gives you the understanding of the hips being parallel and congruent. So still long spine, twisting, hanging out, while everybody else does all kind of weird fun stuff. So just be here for a moment and then come out of it. So hopefully some of those options will help you in your chair. Hopefully you'll find a little bit of happiness into that chair, because I know it's like a love-hate relationship with chair. First 17 of them you're not that mad at. Anything after that you're like, I hate you as a teacher. Enjoy.